This is the setup to get all the audio files to work well with the home theater setup for the Cubetek Homatics CBX2MAX. So I will just show you the basic settings when you're connecting the USB. Of course, when it is working online, then it's very simple. You don't need to do much, and it will take everything and play Atmos also in online. But when offline is concerned, there are many settings here. So we come one by one. We come to the display and sound. So here you can start with the first one, which is advanced display settings. You should turn this off or allow game mode, because we are not using for game mode, number one. Come to HDR settings. This is the best suited one, the top one to be checked, okay, and this one is not really required because it will create issues in audio. So this is, I think, the right settings. Coming to the screen resolution, you can set it up to the best or you can select it manually. Then the major part is the advanced sound settings. So here, very important, this has to be off, the Dolby DRC mode, because this creates a lot of issues in terms of audio and even video playback. So video will not be good. Coming down, you have the last thing is very important. This is pass through. So this has to be passed through. Should not be automatic when you are using the the hard drive or the pen drive to play, not the online streaming. When you're using online, it has to be automatic, but when you're using pen drive or hard disk, it has to be passed through. So these are the basic settings. Once you have done them, then we need to come to the KODI settings. Very important again. So the USB hard drive works best with KODI, and in KODI we have done a lot of settings. So first setting is you come to the settings, then come to the system, the blue one. Here very important, if you see, we have set it as expert. So if you set it as expert, then it is good, because then you can do a lot of changes with the audio settings. So keep it as expert. Then you come to the audio. Now this is very important. Number of channels should be 2.0. You don't need to make it 7.1, otherwise it will create conflict and interference. So let it be 2.0, very important. Coming down, once you have made it expert, lot of other settings will open up here. So starting with allow pass through. So this is also something that we have taken recommended, what is recommended by KODI. So we take the same settings. Then we allow the digital AC pass capable receiver, because our receiver is capable and so is the product. This Cubetek Homatics is also capable of the same thing. We come down again, and then we need to turn off few things here, so that you have a great functioning. So this is the most important settings. You can just keep a note of these settings to make the player play well. Importantly, the Dolby Digital Plus EA3 capable receiver has to be on, because all the audio mostly passes through the Dolby Digital Plus. DTS capable receiver, you need to make it off, because the Cubetek Homatics X2MAX doesn't support DTS sound. So you just make all the rest of them off, because they will create more issues. So now when you come to any movie playback, I'll just show you for let's play a video and just show you whether it's with the Atmos content. So I have a file here, which is, I'll just show you, this is a Dolby demo file. It's a Blu-ray file. So we'll just try to play some of them. So this is one of the songs. So you can see it's, I'll just play them, and here you can see it shows Atmos. Why it shows Atmos? Because again, there was a setting here that we did in the file itself. So in the file, when you come, you can just come to the settings here, and there is audio settings, and in audio settings there are three settings here. The True HD, this will not work. This will work, but it will not give you the Atmos here. Let's try and change that. So it starts to play the audio, but the Atmos is gone here. So there's no Atmos now. So what we do here is we just change it here to and there you go. So it's got the Atmos here. So this depends on file. Every file is different. So these are the settings, very important, that one has to do for the Homatics box. And if you do these settings, I think it's wonderful. The playback is great. No choppiness in playback. Everything works perfect. So since I had muted that, it's showing DD plus because so that is the reason, but it is Atmos. So I'll just mute it again. And so this is how all the videos playback wonderfully well. We have many more videos, the demo files, which are all Atmos and they actually play in Atmos. So but because these are DD plus, you know, so when you are using DD plus, they work very amazingly well with the Atmos showing up there. So this is very important. Thank you.